What's up, guys? It's Will back again, and today we're here to do something super serious. Why so serious? I had to throw that line in there because we're talking about the Joker. We're talking about the Joker, and it's very serious. It's a very important topic today because we're going to be looking at 3 different high-end collectible Jokers. So if anything, you guys can blame me for all of your money woes after watching this video, if you didn't already want to buy one of these or pre-order them already, because we're going to talk about some serious heat that is being dropped in regards to Heath Ledger Jokers right now, 1/3 scale and 1/4 scale. So we're going to talk about a couple different statues here, 3 in particular. What we're going to start with actually today is the Queen Studios The Dark Knight Joker exclusive artist edition, the 1/4 scale. Now, only 300 of these were made. This is a very important distinction to make here because 300 of these were made. This is a 1/4 scale version of Heath Ledger's Joker statue. And what I'm going to do in this video, the great thing is I just paid for my screen recorder, so now I can go longer than 15 minutes. So we're going to try to do this video as quickly as we can, but we need to compare 3 or 4 really different Jokers here. So we're going to do it in as much time as it takes, and I'm here for the long haul. So I hope you guys are too, because we're going to get into some serious stuff with Joker here today. We're going to be making an informed purchase for your Joker money, your Joker wallet, which is going to be really important. Like I said, we're starting with the Queen Studios Joker 1/4. Let's take a look at this. I pulled up here on Spec Fiction. So this Joker you see right here is 1/4 scale Heath Ledger Joker. And guys, it is incredible. The main difference, if you haven't already noticed, between the artist edition and what we're going to look at, the standard edition is much, much cheaper. And we'll go into that as to why. The artist edition has rooted hair. As you can see here, the rooted hair is beautiful. For the Joker, I definitely prefer rooted hair. I'm more of a sculpted hair guy for figures in general, but really when I'm looking at rooted hair for Heath Ledger's character specifically, I feel like it works. Rooted hair works for specific characters. Like Asmus Toys is actually doing a Gandalf, right? For Crown series. Rooted hair looks perfect for Gandalf. It looks perfect for Heath Ledger's Joker. Can you do sculpted well? Yes, and we're going to actually look at that because it is done really well. But what's better? Rooted. Rooted is better for Heath Ledger's Joker, in my opinion, if it's done right, if it's done correctly. Because guys, I honestly think out of all the sculpts we're going to look at tonight, I think, period, this is the best Heath Ledger sculpt on the market to date, period. End of story. I think this 1/4 exclusive artist edition with the rooted hair of Heath Ledger is spot on. I even ran a poll on my Instagram and I had everyone vote. They all voted for Heath Ledger for the most part. The vast majority voted for this Heath Ledger Queen Studios edition version. So it's just incredible. If you look at this guy, yeah, the hair looks perfect to me. I think it looks the right shade. I think the tailoring on the outfit is perfect. The face sculpt looks exactly like Heath Ledger. The paint, makeup, it's a perfect pose too. I know a lot of people are upset because it's not 1/3 scale. Queen Studios did give a little bit of an explanation for this, saying that they made a 1/3 scale Heath Ledger Joker, the one him sitting in the police station, which I have actually. It's in this closet behind me, and it's beautiful. I'm never selling that one if I can help it, because I'm going to be going broke with all these Heath Ledger Jokers. But that one is beautiful, and it's a really cool piece. And to date, that is the best Heath Ledger representation that's been released thus far. That you can actually acquire, that's mass produced in a sense. This artist edition, I think, steps the game up, and it's 1/4 scale. So I'm totally fine with that because I have a 1/3 scale Heath Ledger, and I'm going to be getting another 1/3 scale Heath Ledger, which we're going to get into. So I'm fine with this being 1/4. Will they make it in 1/3 eventually? Maybe. That would be great. But this is one definitely that I feel like, guys, that sculpt is perfect. I mean, there's nothing more else to say that I can say about it. I mean, the tailoring is great. The weathering and the detail is great. Look at this. I mean, what more can I say about that? That looks exactly like Heath Ledger. The makeup is perfect. It perfectly represents the scene, him with the grenades meeting the mob bosses in the beginning, early stages of the film. And that's such an iconic scene, an iconic moment. And this sculpt perfectly captures his expression in that moment. And again, I think this is a really cool pose that they have here. I'm not super crazy about the base, which actually I don't think they have a picture of. But I'm not super crazy about the base. The Queen Studios base for the Joker 1/3 for in the police station, that one's really, really cool. And I like that. It's simplistic, but it's cool. And Yeah. So one thing that we're going to talk about here is the price for all of these. So there's a lot that you can go into with these three Jokers, but you can see here, I'm pulling it up on Spec Fiction because there's not a lot of places where you can pre-order these guys. For whatever reason, Queen Studios doesn't have great US distribution at the moment. So you can't actually buy directly from Queen Studios if you're in the US. So if you are an American like myself, then you have options elsewhere. But you can see this guy is actually sold out on Spec Fiction. And to my knowledge, I don't really know of anyone else that has him. So in America, that is. But I'm going to show you guys a secret. So stick with me on this one. This is Spec Fiction. You can see it's sold out. You can get notified when it becomes available, but as of now, it is sold out. You can see the price was $1,440 and plus shipping. So shipping you might add another $100 on there, right? So $1,540 in total, $1,550, something like that. There's no tax on Spec Fiction, which is great. I've never purchased from them, but I've always heard good things. PJ the Paradox Nerd is one of my really good friends, and he buys from them and vouches for them. So I would recommend them. If he vouches for them, then I trust them. So yeah, and you could also do deposits and flex pay and all that, but I'm going to show you guys a secret. If you want this artist edition, there is a company I've purchased from before called Primo Collectibles, who not a lot of people have heard of because they are a Malaysian shop. They're a Malaysian collectible shop that's located outside the US, obviously. So they do have it available. So by the time you watch this video, if you feel like you want this artist edition, then I would really jump on it because honestly, I don't think you're going to find it anywhere else for retail right now. You can see it's supposed to come out Q1 2022, which is a while away. But the pre-order for this thing, they're only making 300 of this for the artist edition. Only 300. That's not a lot. So that's really important that you jump on this if you want it. And I pre-ordered it from Primo Collectibles. I actually got my 1/3 Heath Ledger, in the PlayStation Queen Studios version from him as well. Everything went off without a hitch. I did have him ship DHL that time, and I won't go too much into it, but I don't like DHL. And personally, I know a lot of people have had success. I don't recommend you use them in any way. They totally screwed me over out of a figure and a lot of money. So I will not be having this ship DHL, that's for sure. So just be careful with that. Shipping DHL in general, just my word of advice. But as far as Heath Ledger goes, 300 edition size here. Guys, there's the base. Yeah, sorry, there it is. So it's very simplistic. It's a simple Dark Knight base that raised the figure up a little bit. It's about 20 some inches in total. It's 1/4 scale. So about 20 inches on the base. Not too large. It's actually not a huge space eater. So if you're looking at a 1/3 scale, you're probably looking at about 30 inches. So it's definitely another third. So it's pretty large there. But yeah, this guy, and I actually pulled this up. It gives you the RM price, which is, I guess, the Malaysian currency. I'm not super familiar with that. But I pulled it up. The deposit, 1,600 Malaysian dollars. So it's 1,600 and equates to 397. I think you pay a PayPal fee as well. I think I paid $435 for the deposit. So all in all, this is the total price is $5,268. So if we plug that into Google, that would be $1,309 plus shipping. Shipping from Malaysia, you're probably going to spend about $200. So it's going to be expensive, but that's about what you're going to end up paying all in all from Spec Fiction. So if not more so. So, and this is actually available. So if you want this, please go check out Primo Collectibles. And again, I have no relationship with them. Just this is where I've got my figures from before, and I pre-ordered from them this time. So I would highly recommend them if you could jump on it. I'm getting this. Like I said, I pre-ordered this. I'm pre-ordering this this version because I feel like this is the best sculpt to date. And I love my Queen Studios that I have. And if their prototype comes, if their final product comes out anything like the prototype that's pictured here, then I really am going to love this piece. And I think this is going to be a total grail. I think this is going to be a really sought after piece. It's been flying off the shelves. And again, 300 edition size. That is not a very big edition size. So please jump on that if you want it. Here's the standard edition. So the standard edition, it's exactly the same, except for no rooted hair. I think there's also a display plaque difference as well. So you get a display plaque, like a certificate of authenticity. I'm not sure if you get that with this one or not. But it's the same besides the rooted and sculpted hair. And honestly, the sculpted hair still looks really good on this version. So if you're looking to save a little bit of money, I almost got this myself when I didn't think I could get the artist version. So I actually was thinking about getting this sculpted hair version, and it looks really good. And it's like half the price. So you're paying double essentially for the rooted hair, which I'm not thrilled about. I think maybe it should be like 100 or 200 more, but you're paying double. But I honestly feel like it's worth it because this is that good of a piece. So yeah, if you're looking to save a little bit of money and you don't mind having the hair sculpted, it still looks fantastic. I'd say go for it. And that's actually in stock. And it looks like you pay a little bit of shipping here, $640 plus shipping. So you might pay $750 total for that one. Whereas with the, the artist version, you're paying double that, paying $1,500. So it just depends what you're looking for out of your Joker statue. But for me, ultimate authenticity and realism and accuracy comes from the rooted hair for Heath Ledger's figure portrayal and likeness specifically. So this is still a great figure, a great statue here. So yeah, if you're looking at this one, I would still highly recommend it. I think this is a great choice too. You can get that one from Primo Collectibles as well. I haven't looked at it, but if you can buy US, I generally like to do that just because the shipping is a little bit simpler. But if you're looking for the artist edition, then yeah, you're going to have to go Primo Collectibles at this point, unless you can find it somewhere else, because only 300 of these guys are getting made, and they ain't out there in too many places. That's for sure. Definitely not now. So second up, let's transition to the next Joker. So what I'd say for Queen Studios, if you want a 1/4 scale statue instead of a 1/3, if you're really set on 1/3 and you definitely want 1/3, then go with one of the next options we're going to look at. But if you're okay with a 1/4 and you want to save a little bit of space and you want, I think, the best likeness, Queen Studios is where it's at. I'm going to have multiple Jokers here. I'm about to go crazy with these Jokers. So guys, please save me because I'm about to bankrupt myself. So not really, but I'm about to destroy my wallet. My wallet's not happy with me. Let's say that. So thank God I don't have a wife or girlfriend or anything. I don't know what I would do, honestly. So if you guys are in that position, just don't mention my name when you bring this up to your significant other, that's for sure. So what we're going to do now is take a look at the JND Studios hyper-realistic Joker. Now this one is 1/3 scale. This Joker is 1/3 scale, and it is expensive. It is super expensive, $2,099 plus shipping. And JND is actually sold out of this figure right now, this statue. So you can't get it directly from JND, but the good news is you can get it from other places. I pulled it up on Comic Concepts, who I've bought from before, and Josh is a very nice guy and super helpful. I would definitely recommend them. He's got it for $24.49, essentially $24.50 plus shipping now. So you're probably going to pay another $100 in shipping maybe. So you're looking at $25.50, and all in all, that's an expensive piece, guys. That's even expensive for a 1/3 scale. The interesting thing about this is it is made out of silicone for the sculpt. So that is something that's really cool. To add that more realistic face sculpt, so to speak. I think this sculpt is really good. I mean, honestly, I'm not complaining about all the Jokers we're getting because I feel like we're getting a lot of fire here. I think we're getting a lot of really, really good Joker pieces. Like these three we're going to look at in total, 4 really, but you can't go wrong with any of them. These are really, really cool pieces that are done super well. And the only thing I don't love about the JND Studio is take a look at that base. The base, it is like museum-esque in a way. He does have the swap out hand where you can put the gun in his hand instead of the knife, but everything about it except for the base really, really excites me. I really, really like this. And I don't have this one on pre-order currently. It is still available in a couple places like Spec Fiction Shop, and it is available with Comic Concepts. And so you can get it just not directly from JND, but you can get this statue from an American seller. And it looks really, really great. There's one other thing. See how he's leaning forward a little bit? His pose there with the lean forward, I think it's fine. He pegs in on the base there. So it's fine. It's not a huge deal. It's not a deal breaker. I'm a little bit worried about that lean over time. I think he'd probably be okay, but it worries me a little bit. I'm a little bit hesitant with that. I'm just going to be honest about that. Face on, he looks totally normal. He looks, like he should be standing. But when you look at him from an angle, it just looks a little bit forward. It looks a little bit, hopefully the pegs and everything is strong and everything's sturdy, and that should be okay. But you just got to be careful with that. Silicone is another aspect. So rooted hair again, obviously. You can see the hair is rooted. It looks really, really good. Everything's painted super well. The face looks incredible. The silicone, I've never had like a silicone piece. I don't have any of the busts from Queen Studios that are silicone. I don't have anything like this hyper-realism statue that looks like this, that is made of silicone. I've heard really good things about its longevity. I can't speak to it myself. I can't speak to it, from experience. But I can say, I've heard it can last up to 50 years. That's what people have been saying. So as long as you take care of it. But I don't necessarily know what taking care of silicone means. I was looking at a Queen Studios article actually where they were writing about it. They were just saying some things you can do here and there. I'm not thrilled about that. I don't love the fact that you have to like take care of it, so to speak, and like some upkeep. I don't think it would be much. I think it's just general things here and there. So there's something to factor in with this piece. Again, the likeness is incredible. I think this is like 95% there. I think this is just a step below the Queen Studios 1/4, just a step below. But it's better than the Queen Studios 1/3. I'll say that. I love my Queen Studios 1/3. This is better. So this is a better piece. It's a better sculpt. It's a better piece overall. It's still great. The Queen Studios 1/3. It's just a unique look, so I think that's why it's going to be a little bit more rare because it's the police station look. You're not going to see many companies make that, but this is more with the suit on completely, with the robe, with the suit top. That's going to be the one you primarily see. But yeah, like I'd say overall, this is a really, really good piece. I'm actually considering getting it. It's going to sell out soon though. I'm really tempted. So let's see. I'm going to pull it up on Spec Fiction real quick. So because they still have it available, I see it's $2,400. You can pay it full pay, free ship. You can pay a deposit. You can actually pay it over flex payments. I thought about doing that, pay it off over installments. And this is not set to come out till Q4, December 2021. So that's a long ways away. That's a really long ways away. So you could pay this off over time. I think it was like $100 something a month, $180 or something, because it is $2,400 shipped. The good thing is free shipping. So with Comic Concepts, you are paying for shipping too. So Spec Fiction's a little bit cheaper. So in this case, I might go with Spec Fiction, but you do have options. So, and this is something I'm definitely considering getting. I'm considering getting this. So I just, guys, I might be crazy. I might be crazy because I have Queen Studios 1/3. I'm getting Queen Studios 1/4. I'm going to show you I have the Prime 1/3 on pre-order. So I have that on pre-order and I'm considering getting this one too. So I think I'm just crazy. I don't know if I end up getting the JND or not. I don't currently have it on pre-order, but it's so tempting me right now. It's tempting me so hard. I'm going to be destroyed bankrupt. Please help me. Okay, so let's move on to the next one because I think JND, we've covered basically everything we can with that one. I'll just say it looks incredible. It's coming out a little bit sooner than the Queen Studios 1/4, so if you're a little bit more eager, that could be a factor, but not that much. It might be a couple months, and they'll probably both get delayed at some point. Who knows? Let's take a look at our final choice here. And I did a video on this one already. I did a video on the Prime 1 Joker 1/3 scale. Guys, this one is just crazy. This one is so good, and I've already pre-ordered it because I love it. Let me talk about something with this one too. Take a look at this. We're going to pull this up. Let me pull up a better picture. So here's a full screen picture. Here's where Prime 1 wins. Prime 1 wins in concept and base. This base is by far the best of the three. It's not even close. It's not even a competition. The other three bases are good. This base is incredible. This is something that I think Prime 1, as a little more of experience of a company, understands a little bit better than Queen Studios and JND does. So right now, this base with the money, with the bazooka case, with the gasoline, the LED function, I could take or leave, honestly. But this is something where the base just looks really, really cool. And this is a total win for Prime 1 in that category. Let's take a look at probably the most important factor though, the sculpt. It's incredible. I've said that in the other video. It's really, really good. And a smiling Heath Ledger sculpt with the teeth is not something you're going to see primarily in other sculpts because most of the time he's, he's smiling a decent amount, but like most of the sculpts you see are very stern, very calm, very composed, like the JND look where you're just kind of looking Mad Dog style, right? That's what you primarily see out of Joker statues. You don't see the laughing, smiling look as much, but here you do. And I really like that. The Prime 1 is very unique. Also, movable eyes, posable eyes. That's a small feature ultimately because it is a statue. You can't really pose the rest of it. But like the eyes are really cool. You can have them looking off in different directions. It still looks really good. Look at that. You have options there. You can make them do multiple different things. And that's really cool based on how you have them set up in your personal display. So I really like that. The sculpted hair. I generally, like I said, I like Joker to have rooted hair myself because I think it just fits the character better for his likeness. But honestly, this sculpted hair looks really, really good. I think this is the best sculpted hair of any Heath Ledger Joker statue that we've seen. So this looks almost like rooted hair with these strands here in the front. I'm not sure how they did that. And hopefully that's going to be okay during shipping. But honestly, I love this sculpt. I think Prime 1 ultimately is the best value for your money, because you're paying $1,500 for this statue, right? Paying $1,500, you get a better base, you get movable eyes, you get more, detail in the base. You get some cool accessories here. So it's just some cool stuff here that you can do. You can change the knife out for the gun, but JND has that as well. You can do that same thing. So they kind of followed suit in that sense. But yeah, I think Prime Studio is just the best value. Like, you're going to be paying, I think shipping from Prime 1 was like $170 standard. If you do economy, it's less than $100. It's like $80 if you're in the US. So like you might pay under $1,600. That's for JND Studios for a worse base and a sculpt that's arguably a little bit better, but not crazy better, not like significantly better. You get the rooted hair with the JND where you don't with the Prime 1, but you're paying like $800 more. Is that worth it? I don't know. I don't think so. Like, I think if you like the Prime 1, I would go with Prime 1. If you like the JND a lot more and you don't like Prime 1, go with JND. But if you really like the Prime 1 and you're kind of torn between the two, I'd say the price should be the biggest differentiator there, because it's like $800 cheaper. So that's a lot, guys. That's a lot. That's like, if you collect Hot Toys, that's like 3 to 4 Hot Toys maybe. Maybe like 3, depending on the prices now. But still, it's at least a lot of way towards another statue you could get. You know what I mean? You could get another really cool statue, pay off at least a lot of a really cool statue for that amount of money. That's a lot of money. So this is something, in particular, where I just feel like the Prime 1 is great value. And I'm sticking with my pre-order for Prime 1. I think as long as something doesn't go terribly wrong with this Prime 1 sculpt, which I highly doubt because Blitzway is doing this sculpt here, and I think Prime 1, those two work really well together, I think this is going to be a buy for me, and this is a pre-order I'm definitely going to keep. Don't want to lose my deposit, for one. And two, I think this statue is really unique. Sorry, I'm going through the pictures a little bit more quickly here, but because Prime 1 posts so many photos, I love it, but it's also for a video like this, like we got to go, there's a lot of photos to go through. But if you want a more detailed video preview of this, then I have a preview specifically for this piece that you can watch. That'll be, on my channel here. So yeah, this one's really great, guys. And if you're looking, like, honestly, if you're looking for a 1/3 piece Joker and you're looking to save a little bit of money, then I would say, yeah, we gotta go with the Prime 1 here. Prime 1. It's still expensive as hell. It's still, don't get me wrong, it's expensive as an MF, but it's a really great piece. I think this is also going to be a grail. All these Joker statues are going to be grails. They're going to be sought after in the secondary market, in my opinion. The thing that's interesting about the Joker here for Prime 1 is the edition size is typically based on the number of pre-orders they get. So you're probably looking at least a couple thousand edition size. You're probably looking at 3,000 maybe edition size, maybe more. So like, that's not a ton, but like it's not 300 like the Queen Studios Artist Edition. So if you can get your hands on the Artist Edition, the secondary market value for that one could be a little bit greater because the supply is going to be a lot less than what the demand is. And Queen Studios will, I think, learn this along the way, maybe to make larger edition sizes. But 300 edition size, that's really, really small, guys. That's a piece you're going to want to get if you want it. The JND, I believe, is 888 edition size. Something like that. So it's still a small edition size there. And this is a really cool piece. I think this is like a museum quality piece, which they all are. They're all museum quality pieces. They're all hyper real in some sense. They just differ in their execution. But honestly, guys, I would really love to hear your thoughts on these 3 pieces in the comments below. Let me know. Am I crazy? Have I officially lost it? Am I going to be crazy getting the JND as well? Because I already, like I said, I have Queen Studios 1/3. I have Prime 1 1/3 on pre-order. I have now Queen Studios 1/4 on pre-order. If I get JND 2, how many Jokers do I need? How many Jokers does one man need? I don't know. The answer might be 4, and that'd be it. But I'm going to run out of space. I'm not going to be able to display anything else but Joker. So... But like, I just love, personally, in my opinion, this is the best acted performance I've ever seen in a film. I've not just a comic book movie or an action movie or fantasy, sci-fi, whatever. Like this Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker is the best acting performance I've ever seen in a film. I've never been more captivated by a character than what he gave us in that film, in The Dark Knight. So with that said, that makes sense why I would go all in on these figures and all these statues. Right now, like I said, I got the Queen Studios. I'm going to have a couple different options here going at us. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Ultimately, what I'd say, Prime 1 is a great option because it looks incredible. The base is incredible. The sculpt is really great. The movable eyes, you just got so much in there for the value there. Should it be a little bit cheaper? Probably, but when you're considering looking at these other figures, these other versions, the Queen Studios is as expensive as the Prime 1. For the most part, it's like a little bit cheaper, and it's 1/4 scale instead of 1/3 for the artist edition. It is rooted hair versus sculpted, so, you know, I get it. But the sculpted version is much, much cheaper, obviously. The sculpted version is like $650 plus shipping, so $750, so you're paying half as much. So that is the best value here. The best value is the Queen Studios 1/4 sculpted hair. If you like sculpted hair on your figures, go for that one, hands down. Best value. That's incredible value for that figure, for that statue. It's just amazing. So yeah, but also guys, look at the move. Look at that sculpt on Comic Concepts. He posted this is an Instagram video from Prime 1 showing the sculpt. Guys, I don't love sculpted hair on Heath Ledger figures, but this is incredible. Does it get much better than that? I don't think so. I'm gonna stop rambling now. I think that's all I need to say for this video. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. We'll chat, we'll discuss which Joker is best for you, and we'll go from there. And yeah, that's it. This is WillFoxification signing off. This has been a long video, but hope you guys stuck with me. If not, let me know in the comments. Let me know whether I'm crazy, like I said. And we'll go from there. All right, guys. See ya. Thanks so much.